Welcome back, guys. And here is my MailChimp, and I'm going to log into MailChimp. You remember we created an account earlier on, so I'm going to log in the account right here. Soft Solution Lab, and the password at gmail.com. So in this particular lesson, what we want to do actually is to create our first mailing list. We're going to create our mailing list on MailChimp. We'll be able to gather some emails on Google Form from my past dealings. So I'll be able to gather some emails, and I'm going to work on those emails. I'm going to bring them to MailChimp to use in MailChimp. And we're going to talk about how to create mailing lists here on MailChimp. So I'm going to try to log in. I'm going to try to log into my MailChimp account, and here we have it. So this is the MailChimp account being loaded, and it takes me to the dashboard. This is the dashboard of my MailChimp account, the one we created earlier on, and we have nothing here. So when you want to create a mailing list here on MailChimp, you come to the audience part, because there's nothing you can do without a mailing list. You need a mailing list first. That's the first thing you need. You need a mailing list. You need to gather some emails to target your audience. So you need audience, and here you can grow your MailChimp audience. You can do it in various ways. You can create a sign up form, you can create a social post, you can create a social ads, but we are not doing any of this because we're going to talk about it later. So now I want to add contact. I'll just click on my add contacts, and it's going to give me different ways you can add contacts, different ways you can create your mailing list. And as you can see, we have 3 ways right here. It says you should upload a file, import contacts from a CSV, or tab delimited text file. We are going to use this option, but see this, it said import from another service. When you check this out, it's going to link you to other accounts where you can import from. Maybe you are doing e-commerce, maybe your client is an e-commerce person on Shopify. You can import details, you can import emails from Shopify to this place by using that particular method. Import existing contact automatically. You can use Salesforce, you can use QuickBooks and WooCommerce. You can do all that, but we are not doing all that right here. We are using one of these other methods, and the other method that was stated here is upload. You can upload a file, just like the file we just downloaded. You remember the file we downloaded in spreadsheets? These are the 2 files we downloaded, one from Google Sheets and the other one directly from Google Forms. So you can do any of those. You can import, you can upload a file, like the file we created, the CSV file we created, and you can copy and paste directly. Like you can do the copy and paste one by one. This is not productive, because you'll be doing it one by one, which is not productive. You create, for instance, when you choose this, you see what it's all about. It says, example, you have the email address, you have the first name, you have the last name, you have the address. Then you continue to organize. That way you copy and paste your contacts. So you have to enter at least one contact, paste your contact information into the box using commas to separate each field. As you can see, you have to paste a contact. For instance, let's try and do that. Okay, let me try and do that with my name. Okay, you can say email address. As it has given you a template, it said email address, first name, and last name. Then you can come here to say beloved adejigbe at gmail.com. Then you have beloved, then we have adejigbe. These are 3 things we needed here. So we are going to continue to organize and see what it brings. So when you continue to organize, you see what it brings, because you are copying and paste and select status and update any existing contacts. So you continue to tag, and we will not talk about tag right now. We're going to skip this and continue. We're going to exit that. So I'm just showing you how you can do the copy and paste, but we're not using that. This is the method we are using. We are using this particular method of upload your CSV file. You can create a CSV file with a spreadsheet, either Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets. I've shown you how to do something on Google Sheets. You just create each columns, create email address, create name, create any other details you want to accept. So I'm going to upload a file. This is an example of a spreadsheet, and each column has whatever it takes, like whatever I want to take. For instance, this one has email address, and this one has name. This is a column that has name. This is a column that has email. This is a column that has location. This is a column that has phone number. I'll just input each details in each column. Email address will come here, name would come here, email will come here, location will come here, phone number will come here. And you can create more column and say why this, and you put each details here. So that's how it works. That's how spreadsheets works, either Excel or Google spreadsheets. But I won't be talking about these right here, so I'm going to just close that. I'm going to come back here and import my first CSV file. So I'm going to use the import CSV file to do this. I'm going to continue right here. I'm going to browse my file. I'm going to come to download, and I'm going to pick this particular contact information. I'm going to open this, and when I open this, it's imported the CSV file, and I'm going to continue to organize. Then it's going to bring me to where I'm going to update my mailing list, and this way you're going to update your mailing list. And you can see it says select an audience, and you can, my audience is just Soft Solution Lab, or I can say Soft Solution Lab, and I'm going to update any existing contacts. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to continue to tag. I'm not going to tag right now. I'm just going to continue to match. I'm going to match every column. I'm going to say match column labels to contact information. 122 contacts were recognized in this file, as you can see, and we have timestamp, and timestamp will not be needed. 2 columns will be imported. 7 columns will not be imported. As you can see, the email address will be imported, and the phone number will be imported. Those are the 2 things that will be imported. So I can say it should not import the phone number, and as you can see, say 1 column will be imported, 8 column will not be imported. I can select a field. I can take more column and say I want to select a field. I can say take this, and I will say first name. I'll take first name for this. I'll select a field for this. So it's taking first name and email address. Let me see any other thing is going to take. So right now we're importing 2 columns. We imported 7 columns will not be imported. So I'm importing my email address and first name for this, and I'm going to finalize this import. This way we'll be able to import the CSV file 122 contacts, and we have a mailing list of 122 contacts. So I'm going to complete the import, and I'm going to visit audience dashboard to view my audience, and you will see them. I have 122 contacts already. As you can see, said your audience has 27 contacts. 27 of these are subscribed, and 16 new contacts. So is updating those contacts. As you can see, I'll just go to all contact and see how many of those contacts I have already. So I'm going to have my mailing list option. So I have 117 of these are subscribers. So these are the contact I just imported right here. So I have a mailing list right here. So anything I send right now goes to these people. We'll be able to create our first mailing list right now with this, and in the next lesson we're going to talk more about audience and how to get audience. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.